On the night Jesus was betrayed, he says to his disciples, "You will all fall away, for it is written, I will strike the shepherd and the sheep will be scattered." He's applying this verse to himself. I will strike the shepherd and the sheep will be scattered. Let's go to that verse and see what it says. The verse in Zechariah 13, it says, "Strike the shepherd and the sheep will be scattered." But just before then, look at the context. God is speaking here. It says, "Awake, O sword, against my shepherd." Interesting. Do you remember Ezekiel 34, where God is angry at the shepherds of Israel, the bad shepherds, and he says he himself will be their shepherd, and that he himself will install a shepherd over them? So he says whoever is being struck is his shepherd. But he goes on to tell you more about this shepherd. "Against the man who stands next to me." Now, granted, this verse is very difficult to interpret or translate, rather. So let's look at a few translations. Another one, the NKJV says, "Against the man who is my companion." The CSB says, "Against the man who is my associate." So whichever translation you pick, this shepherd is not just God's shepherd, he's more. He's his companion, he's his associate. Another translation says, "the man of my right hand." Another one says, "the man who is my equal." So however you choose to look at it, this shepherd has a special standing with God. And I would argue, like some would argue, that this shepherd is God himself. So Jesus is claiming to be this shepherd, and that fits into our wider discourse on "I am the good shepherd" that we've done in an earlier shot.